there na parang, sige, okay na yan, pwede na yan, parang ganun, palulusutin mo na. Ito, parang, happy ako. Happy ako sa whole thing. Ganun.
Imagine itong kanta na to, no? Spanning different generations, di ba? Nag-start kay Ima Castro, and then kay Miss Regine Velasquez, and then ngayon, ibang take. Iba yung inihain naman ni Asia's Phoenix, no? Ni Mori.
Grabe yung soul na binigay ni... Actually, ang challenging ha. Sa totoo lang, very iconic yung song. Sobrang challenging to handle such song na yung Shine na minahal na ng tao. Mahal na mahal talaga ng audience yung song. And then, syempre, you can never go wrong with going to the best, di ba? And Morissette is really one of the best. And nakita naman, sobrang, nung nag-uusap nga kami ni Trina when we were deciding, when nag-discuss kami kung sino yung best artist to interpret the 25th anniversary version, hindi na kami nagkaroon ng discussion ni Trina na hindi na kami sino ba mga options natin? Walang options. Kumbaga, it should be Morissette. Oh, it should be Mori.
And because Mori has been singing the song, I mean, even before we thought about doing this version, kinakanta na ni Mori. And I would always be so happy na pag nakikita kong kinakanta sa mga concerts, tapos sa Wish Bus nga, may traction doon, and then mga concerts niya abroad, tapos nung Bayanihan Musikahan, ibang take din yung ginawa ni Mori with keys, tumutugtog ng keyboard, ganon. So, she's really made the song her own. So talagang no-brainer, parang it has to be Morissette. Who else? So, and finally, official recording that, na we're so proud of it.
And incidentally, Miss Tina, yung Wish Bus na version ni Mori, no, ng Shine, ay umabot na sa 7.6 million views.
Grabe.
Yan.
Phenomenal. Galing. And to think, Sir John, na may pandemya pa, ha? Paano ito?
Actually, ang haba ng naging production process because din of the pandemic, di ba? Pero, ni-record natin to in the middle of the pandemic. Tama, no?
Yes.
Kasi nung pinag-usapan natin, pandemic na when we thought about it. Sabi ko kay Jonathan, sabi ko, alam mo ba, 25th year na ng Shine next year. Tapos sabi ko, gusto ko ng bagong version na because my frustration had been, of course, I love Regine's version and that is what has made the song a hit, no? But that one was recorded for a commercial. So there were a couple of words that were changed. And then through the years siguro, alam mo yon, yung mali-mali yung mga nagiging lyrics sa karaoke, ganyan. Mali-mali yung kinakanta ng mga tao. Sabi ko, Jonathan, I want a new version that will make an impact. Sabi ko, para sana naman yung tama na yung lyrics, tama yung kakantahin ng mga tao, ganyan. It's a songwriter's thing, parang pet peeve namin yung mga mali-mali ganyan. Sabi niya, gusto mo may impact yung kanta, it has to be a big singer. Hindi pwede yung parang, ang dami namang singers na option na I could have made it an independent release kasi meron naman akong ginagawang ganun. But Jonathan had a point. Sabi niya, if you want an impact, to make an impact talaga, lakihan mo na. Di syempre, isa lang tao na isip namin, Morissette na yan.
Wow!
Ganon.
Oh, thank you po.
Talagang global, no? Yung dating world class and all. Wow. And ayoko nang magtanong dahil na-excite ako masyado, baka maupos ko yung tanong. Pampuling mga kaibigan natin press, no? By the way, we'd like to acknowledge our media friends all over the world. Nakita ko si MJ Felipe na nasa Las Vegas ngayon. Nag-cover ng Miss
Hi, MJ!
last Monday. Hi, MJ. And then, marami pa tayong makakasama sa different parts of the world ng mga kapamilya press natin. Okay, and to start off, our first
Actually, question... Aaron, may tanong ako.
Yeah, go ahead, MJ.
Na kay Jonathan na. Jonathan, read it.
wait. Open ko lang. Nag-message si MJ. Tanong ko lang, Jonathan, was it deliberate to really change up the arrangement? Kasi the Shine song was embraced because of the beat parts. This version seems to be subdued. Okay, actually, sige, magkukwento muna ako, Moe.
Go.
Nag-usap kami ni Trina. Yes, deliberate na magkaroon ng bagong flavor yung Shine na mas mapunta siya dun sa gospel na direction and mas maging on the soulful side more than the expected predictable na Birit treatment. Actually, nung nag-uusap nga kami ni Moe during the recording, sabi nung si Moe din, coming from her, actually hindi pa kami masyadong nag-uusap kung ano yung magiging treatment sa vocals. Pero before we record, sinabi ni Morissette sa akin, sabi niya, "Kuya, ayoko na mapunta dun sa predictable na ibibirit ko lang na ibibirit. Gusto ko mapunta dun sa soulful side. Mas nandun sa yung gospel. Kasi medyo gospel yung listening ko of late." Di ba? Sabi mo, Moe. And then, doon pa nga sa medyo bandang last part, tinetempt ko pa si Moe na, "Moe, lagyan natin ng whistle. Lagyan mo ng whistle."
Gusto ko rin sana.
pero sabi ni
Ang
Moe,
live na lang.
it's going to be very predictable. Ayoko magpunta dun sa safe. Kasi it's going to be very safe for Moe to just do the merits and put a whistle on it. It's the safe route to go. So, mas pinuntahan ni Moe yung matcha-challenge siya. Yung for the song to be engaging and to be kumbaga may excite ka pa rin while you listen to it without doing those high notes and doing those whistles. So, ayun, I must comment Morissette na pinapakinggan namin yung song and engaged ka. Talagang, wow, ano mangyayari next without doing the usual berets or the expected whistles from her. Ayan.
Thank you, Jonathan. Congrats, Maury. Hi, Trina.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Moe, nakwento ko ba? Tama ba? Ikaw naman, Moe.
Ako, I think sa side ko, super, as I was also sharing before the start of the press con, super perfect lang din na when I heard the arrangement na very grandiose na nga niya, na very orchestra, sabi ko, ay, swak siya dun sa, parang gusto kong puntahan din na singing style. Kasi yun nga, I've been listening to a lot of gospel, a lot of R&B and soul. Tapos, I also shared also kay Kuya Jonathan na with this arrangement, hindi lang siya mag-a-appeal sa masa dito sa Philippines, pero pati sa mga ibang nakikinig din all over the world. Kasi syempre, sobrang limitless na ang dala ng internet sa music ngayon, di ba? So, kahit saan pwede mo pakinggan, especially with YouTube and Spotify and iTunes. And I think with this parang new version nga of Shine is parang more than giving it new life. It's that fresh also listening na this is also where OPM is also going. Kaya I'm so excited sa kung ano pang mga mabuo pa ng OPM from we've started so many years na, 'di ba? Putting out a lot of artists and even like Inigo, 'di ba? Hindi siya yung typical OPM classic, especially the ballads, pero more nationalities and more people are starting to look to OPM and listen to them, not for the ballads, but for the heart din talaga. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, speaking of global, si Jonathan brought in Troy Laureta.
Let's comment Troy for the arrangement.
Troy did a fantastic job of arranging.
Power.
Of course, Troy Laureta is the musical director of Ariana Grande. So, ayun.
No less. Yeah, happy. And also, if I can also interject. Ganun din, we purposely wanted Maury's take to be different. Kasi nakakatawa nga, nung nag-uusap kami ni Jonathan, nag-take sila, nagre-record sila remotely kasi I was in Cavite, sila dahil nga pandemic, ganun. And then, pero chine-check din ni Jonathan, parang, eto, pakinggan mo, okay na ba to? And then there was at certain points, sabi ko, you know what, parang ilayo pa natin. Kasi there's the Ima version, there's the Regine version. For me, I wanted Maury to have her own talaga, na different. But it was challenging because the melody is a certain way, right? And two other singers have already recorded it. So ano pa yung pwede niyang gawin na iba, pero dikit sa melody. So it was really challenging. So miski ako, sabi ko, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin nyo. Basta ipahin nyo. Ganyan. Pero, and then they recorded, and when I listened, oh my God, nakaisip, meron pa rin naisirit si Maury na iba, pero pasok pa rin dun sa pagkasulat. Sa melody ng Shine, she didn't stray too far from the music, but it was different and yun, and refreshed.
Hindi binabali ni Morissette for the sake of making ballet, di ba?
Yes.
Very artistically, tastefully done. Yeah.
Yes. So happy with it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Congrats. Thanks, MJ.
Thank you, MJ.
Okay. Kung nasa US si MJ, joining us naman from Dubai is our kapamilya friend, Floel Galindez of flowgalindez.com. Hi, Flo. Assalamualaikum.
Hello, good morning. Hi, Maury. Hi, Miss Trina. Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
Okay, before kay Maury, doon muna tayo kay Miss Trina. Miss Trina, Shine became part of everybody's story in terms of love to wedding and to as a fight song sa mga tao naghahanap ng kanilang light and shine sa buhay nila. But we want to know, coming from the composer, from the songwriter, ano yung shine story talaga nung ginagawa mo siya?
Nung ginagawa ko siya, it was really for Metropop. It was my entry for Metropop 1996. It was the first time that they were bringing back Metropop. Nawala yan for a time kasi nung 1970s, nung hindi pa ako nagsusulat ng kanta, it was the biggest songwriting contest in the Philippines. And then nawala siya from 1987, I think. Nag-disappear siya. And then they brought it back for the first time in 96. So I was fairly new and decided to join. So in my mind, I wanted, sabi ko, I already knew Ima Castro at that time dahil friends na kami. She was a very skillful singer. Nag-freeze ba ako? Yeah.
Okay naman.
Okay naman. So she's sobrang galing siya, biritera. So in my mind, I wanted a birit song because festival siya contest song. So ako sabi ko, okay, I wanted the concept to be ganon, parang ano yung papalakpakan ng mga tao. So shine, something positive, bright, but I wanted it to be a love song kasi sabi ko parang ganon, it's a love song that talks about love that will bring out the best in you. Parang ganon. You make me shine. A loved one who brings out the best in you. So that's the concept of the song. Yun siya nung sinulat ko.
So nakita nyo pero throughout the years, nakita nyo yung changes ba? Or
Yes, oo. Kasi ang nakakatuwa sa song, siguro depende sa kumakanta, nag-iiba yung flavor niya, no? Ima recorded it for the festival, but on the finals night, she couldn't make it because she had visa problems. She was in some other country. So si Sweet Plantado came in, and when she sang it, maybe, I don't know if it's because she has gospel roots also. Parang yung ibang tao, they saw it as a gospel song. Iba yung approach din ni Sweet, yung pagkakanta niya. So parang nagkaroon siya ng inspirational flavor because of the way Sweet sang it. And then through the years, so after her, si Regine naman ng kumanta for the Skin White commercial. And iba rin yung sa kanya naman, it became like a power, super power ballad kasi talagang it's Regine Velasquez, di ba? Parang, and I think for a lot of people, ganon, may siyang iba rin, basta iba yung dating nung Regine Velasquez, and because it's her, it became a huge hit, and that was when it became a hit. And then, after that, kami naman, I'm a member of the Ateneo Chamber Singers. We also sing sacred gospel songs. So, pag kinakanta namin, ganun din siguro yung dating sa ibang tao, parang meron siyang gospel, inspirational na dating. So it really, I guess, even though you don't change the words, parang pretty much the song is intact. Depende sa kumakanta, nagkakaroon siya ng ibang kulay sa audience. So I guess that's the beauty also of music and art. Iba-iba ang dating ng any piece of art sa mata o sa pandinig ng ibang tao, nagkaroon siya ng ibang kulay at ibig sabihin. So shine is the same thing, it's the same way. In a span of 25 years, so many people have performed it, and iba-iba rin yung dating sa iba-ibang audience. So siguro iba rin sa Pilipino, iba rin siguro sa foreigners, the ones who have been, making all these, reaction videos sa mga pagkanta ni Maury, pagkanta ni Regine. I'm sure iba rin yung dating ng songs sa kanila. So it's great. I'm really grateful for this song. It's 25 years old, and the history of Shine continues. This time with Morissette.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Trina.